What's going on, guys? It's Blake, and today I'm back with another video. And today we're here in Detroit, and we're at StockX Day right now, and I'm actually here with my boy Connor.
If you guys want to go check out my channel, it's at Connor TV.
And guys, today we're here at StockX. This is just the beginning of how this day is going to start, and pretty much we're getting a tour of the whole StockX area. But it's going to be crazy. I'm going to get you guys an exclusive look inside StockX, how it works, where everything happens. So explain where we're at right now. What is this?
So right here, this right here is the Hall of Fake, okay?
Boom.
Now pretty much these right here, you see somebody wearing those out in person, you're really gonna think they're real? Go check them out. But check this out over here. This is some of like the stuff that they get inside StockX.
So this could be like one of our homies that tried to pull some stuff, right?
Yeah, no, seriously, he would have had me fooled though. I mean, look how real this looks.
So this is all stuff from your collection, right?
No fakes, no fakes.
I was telling Connor, guys, I may actually change my Instagram username or my YouTube channel name back to B-Sneak. I'm not sure if it's a move yet. I gotta think about it, but like everybody just knows me by that, you know? And I feel like we already got the name copyrighted and stuff, and that's on all my merch. So it's like, you guys heard it first, because I'm sure this will go up before me, because it takes me a week to put my content up.
No, I totally get it. Editing's crazy.
Guys, so StockX Day is about to start, and I actually met somebody. This is Chester, and tell him where you're from.
Hey guys, I'm Chester, all the way from Shanghai.
Yeah, he says he's been watching my videos all the way out there, and sneakers, it's pretty big out there.
It is huge. Whenever there's people have legs, there's got to be sneakers around.
For sure. What's some of your favorite stuff? Like, what do you rock out there?
Definitely Jordans, but easy every once in a while. 700 Wave Runner, I got one of those. But definitely for all the international YouTube reviewers out there, check them out.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
How are you going about training the authenticators? Like, I'm assuming like you maybe have like a lead person or something?
Constantly comparing fakes, looking at a library of fakes against what the real product looks like. Part of it is a vigorous training process. There are lead authenticators, there are people who are training specifically people to authenticate, and also keeping up with what's happening with the factories, primarily in China, and seeing what's changing on those fakes, because it changes almost on a daily basis. They're getting better and better at it, but there are always things they miss, and we're continuing to stay on top of that and making sure our team is aware of the things they need to look for.
But like over to the right of the studio where we were, that's where like our art department, some of like the executives, the data team all sit over on that side. We have events people over there, handbags. And then out over here is like engineering, data, customer service, out on the court, content. So this is really where like all of the business side of things happen. And then as we go downstairs to the ops room, that's where we're gonna kind of see where like people are down and actually going through processing. We have authenticators down there, like down in the line, boxing. So that's where we ship and receive everything. Like where the magic stuff happens.
But now our 3,500 team members has grown to, like I said, over 17,000, and these buildings that were once empty are now 95 to 100% occupied. okay? We are starting to have to build ground up. Good problem to have. In fact, if you get closer to the window, there's only 2 buildings right now that aren't totally full. One of them is that big giant building right there we call Penobscot. And for anyone who gets the real estate game, just to give you an idea, we could have bought that building for $3 million 7 years ago. Where's my San Francisco fight? Yeah, maybe get like a, 1 bedroom like in the city for that, right? Could have had the whole building. Hindsight, we should have, but hey, can't win them all. But we did buy that building right there for $8 million, which is 1 million square feet, $8 a square foot, not a bad deal. But we put over 120 million in that building alone.
All right, guys. So right now we're at like the offices of where all the data gets put in and like all the online stuff. But pretty much there's like a basketball court up here too, which they now put like office space in because like they need more space for offices. But he was telling us how they're pretty much taking like buildings in the city and pretty much like putting stuff for StockX in it just to like expand. Guys, so right now we're walking around the city of Detroit. In my honest opinions, I do really love this city, and that's the building right there where all the StockX offices are. But I just wanted to quickly say how grateful and lucky I am, and just like thinking about all this now, it's so crazy that now I'm actually like being flown out across the country to places like Detroit, all because of my videos and my YouTube channel that I started a couple years ago. I never thought that I'd be traveling across the world, visiting huge companies and headquarters like this, and it's honestly such a blessing. It's crazy. I never even like thought this would ever happen. So I'm super grateful for the opportunity, and it's crazy. And again, huge shout out to StockX for this awesome weekend. If you guys don't know Anthony, he is an owner of Restock Chicago, super sick store. I haven't been there yet, but if I go to SneakerCon Chicago,
in the summer, man.
I gotta get down there for sure. And we've just been hanging out and talking a little bit on StockX Day 2. They've been showing us a lot of the city, like more than just shoes, like everything that has been putting into the city and just like rebuilding the city. So it's pretty crazy to see. But I was checking out his backpack and I was like, damn, is that bape? Like, because it obviously looks like bape, but I've never seen it. And it goes for like a lot, so. It's a crazy bape backpack. All right, guys, so this is a really exciting part of this video. So we're here with Dominic over at the Supreme section of the Legit Check. Yeah, the authentication of StockX. And pretty much right now, I got the chance to link up with Dominic, and he's gonna be showing us pretty much showing us as much as he can with how he checks his Supreme. He's actually going to be showing us some super hyped up items like this box logo hoodie, and then we're going to be going over a Nupsy hoodie after. Yeah, I'm probably going to just do hands-on, and he's just going to talk to us and pretty much just show us how he does it every day.
Alright, so generally what I do is whenever I get an item, whether it's a box logo or anything, any accessory, I generally start from the outside in. So when you get the item, you want to lay it out flat, kind of feel for the texture of the item. Everyone smells the item to make sure it's not used or it doesn't smell like glue or anything abnormal. Smells good. Feel the box logo, make sure it's firm. Check to see if there's any loose threads in the box logo.
Yeah, like how do you know like the difference between like just a defect or like something actually being like a fake flaw?
So a fake will generally will have more than just one thing kind of signaling that it's a fake. A defect will just kind of generally be like one thing that kind of points towards a manufacturer error. Tag feels good. Not too flimsy, not too hard. Kind of feel the hood. Look inside the hood for any hair, any dandruff. You'd be surprised what we get in here. Looks pretty new, looks pretty good. I'll go down, check the stitching along the pockets.
There's so many little different steps, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot.
You gotta be really careful.
And you check the wash tag. Make sure the font's right. Make sure the stitching on the tag is good. Sometimes the fakes will have messy stitching. Sometimes it'll be slanted, sloppy. Make sure the back is also good, consistent.
So tell us a little bit about these like new tags and like what you guys are doing on them.
So with these new tags is there's a code on the back of every tag, and what happens is right before we ship out the package to the customer, we scan this code and it links to the order, it links to the item, it links to the authenticator that authenticated the package. So if there was any issue with your package in regards to authenticity, any usage or flaws with the item, we can track back to the process to even when it was authenticated and see who authenticated it, how we can improve our process, and
that's huge.
Exactly, yeah. So it's a breakthrough in our process.
All right, so now we have another Supreme piece. He's gonna go over one more for us, which is super dope. So thank you again. What can you do with this?
It's a little bit more complicated, but in reality, the fakes really scream fake compared to the reals. So On these, the print is obviously very complex for a fake to kind of nail down. On the fakes, you'll see that it's much more purple than blue. The print's a little distorted. The texture of the jacket won't be as fluffy. Also on the North Face logo, the O will be more like a 0 than an O. It smells good, but I noticed that it's a little bit, some of the feathers are coming out. It could be a sign that the person maybe tried it on or maybe was rough handling it a bit, so we'll kind of look for other signs to see if he's actually used it. Every North Face item will have this sticker on it, this hologram sticker. For these, you kind of look for the 4 slits on the corners of this hologram.
Oh yeah, I see that.
The hologram's supposed to be 3D, so you'll see 3 different layers of reflection. The tags seem really good, the font, the texture of the tags.
All right, guys, so now we're in the sneaker section and we're here with On, and he's gonna pretty much show us what a fake pair, pretty much, of shoes, and like I guess just point out some like tips.
Yeah, so I'll walk you guys through the process.
Cool.
So when we get the shoes in from our pile over here, we typically scan the order, and this is the invoice from every sale that you guys will get, and basically the order would tell us with the size and the shoes that we'll be getting from the box. Right away, I can already tell this box is not the right material. It's the real box is rubber. As you can tell, this is like, you can feel it's real smooth. It's not rubberized enough, right? And then as soon as you smell it, I mean, as soon as you can open it, I can smell it already. So with these shoes being put together, the Nike factory and Adidas factory, they have their own way of putting it together.
Soft.
Exactly. And you can look at the tag. That's way too big. And look at that size tag, right? Look at that number. It's not, the font is not the right size.
Doesn't look good.
The smell of it, and even the size tag on the inside of it is bad. So this is everything we take into accountable. Everything from the box to the label to the shoe itself. This is how we determine if the pair is real or not.
Do you ever have other people check it to like confirm? And do you
Of course. So
do you have real pairs that you like compare it to?
So we have every shoe here. We have shoe to break it down. We can compare it to our real pair that we can use to compare it. And anytime that we have concern, we're all a team here. We talk to one another. We help each other out, and we confirm with each other whether they're fake or they're not. And then that's our process.
That's cool, thank you. Guys, so to end StockX Day here in Detroit, I actually got to meet up and finally meet Josh, who's the CEO of StockX. Again, it's a huge honor to meet him, and just like a quick question, I guess, where did you even like start off with StockX? Like I have so many questions, but like, you were like a collector before a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been collecting sneakers since before I was your age, right?
Yeah.
I just turned 40. I literally have sneakers from when I was in middle school. I have the shoes that I wore in 7th grade.
You still have them?
And I still have them, and they look like they're 30-year-old sneakers. But man, I just love sneakers, and fortunately was able to find a place to work in sneakers and build StockX. And I could never imagine to get to this point, but it's like fundamentally, like I'm just a sneakerhead like you. So
yeah. So you pretty much had the idea of like an online sneaker marketplace, and then you like pretty much like how do you find Dan and how'd you make that happen?
Well, the irony is that Dan literally had the exact same idea. We both had the same idea for a stock market for sneakers. And frankly, there's a whole long, crazy story about how we ended up coming together. But the most important part is I was building from the ground up, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this would work so well for sneakers. And Dan was sort of like top down, like, no, this is how the whole world should work, right? This should be the future of all e-commerce. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm over with that. Like, let's go build that. And so we've started with sneakers, but that's why it's a stock market.
Now everything.
Of things.
Now there's watches, bags. My mom's like, oh, I'm gonna get a new bag on there.
Exactly.
It's real.
It's like a whole family, right? The kids can buy sneakers and streetwear, and the moms can buy bags, and dads can buy watches. It's like, It's
and now there's like even like I was talking to them, like now there's even more brands that like we're not supposed to talk about yet, but like it's crazy. Now there's like all these new streetwear brands, which is dope because I live in LA, and all these kids that I'm friends with, like we're all into that stuff. So that's great because now we're gonna know that we can get like legit stuff off a source and like not be worried.
Exactly.
Because it's like StockX, like you should never have to be worried because it's like everything's legit and stuff. So
100%. That's it, man. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming out to Detroit to see it all.
I gotta ask you one more question. What's your favorite pair of shoes?
So the pair of shoes that I have the most of is Air Jordan White or Air Jordan 1. Lance Mountain White.
Ooh,
right?
Yeah, I love those.
I have 7 pairs of those, and they're good. Wow. I can wear them, I can beat them, and you can have all the paint come and then wear another one. So I got 7 of them. 3 I've beat, 1 I'm in the process of wearing, and 3 more I still have brand new.
That's sick. Yeah, thank you so much again. Thank you for doing this with me. Awesome. Guys, so StockX Day is officially over. I had a crazy time out here today. I got to see so much stuff that I never even thought I'd be able to see in person. It's honestly crazy how StockX works. It's such a huge company now, and honestly, they're blowing up, which is crazy. Everything that they do is in Detroit, which like I never had any idea about. Like I had no idea it was all based here, and it's honestly crazy. And I just got to give a huge shout out to the whole StockX team for flying me out here, just giving me the opportunity to come to Detroit, which I've never been to. I love the city. It's really awesome here, and we may even go to a game tonight. So the only other things I can say are thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel if you don't already. And with all that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, and it's your boy Blake, be sneak, and we're out of here. Peace.